Taylor Swift sat alone in her dimly lit living room, clutching a crumpled tissue. The weight of the world pressed down on her chest. Her phone buzzed incessantly with concerned messages, but she couldn't bring herself to respond. She replayed the past few hours in her mind, starting with the moment her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, asked her to meet at their special spot overlooking the ocean. When they arrived, Travis was unusually quiet. As the sun set, he finally spoke, his voice trembling. "Taylor, I need to talk to you about us, our relationship, and where we're headed." Tears welled up in Taylor's eyes as she nodded, urging him to continue. "I love you, but this life, the constant scrutiny, the pressure, it's wearing me down. Maybe we need to take a step back to figure out how to make this work without losing ourselves." Taylor's heart shattered. "Are you breaking up with me?" she whispered. Travis quickly shook his head. "No, I don't want that. I just think we need a break to breathe, to protect what we have." Tears streamed down Taylor's face as she realized the truth in his words. They had been put on a pedestal by the world, but now that same world was threatening to tear them apart. Travis pulled her into his arms, whispering, "I love you, but we need to find a way to navigate this storm." After what felt like an eternity, Taylor looked up at him with red-rimmed eyes. "We'll figure it out," she said, her voice trembling but resolute. "We have to, because I can't imagine my life without you." Travis nodded, his eyes glistening with unshed tears. "We'll find a way, Taylor. I promise." In a VIP box at one of Travis's biggest games, Taylor watched anxiously. The atmosphere in the stadium shifted as Travis walked to the center of the field with a microphone in hand. "Taylor, I know you're up there watching," he began, his voice echoing through the stadium. "I love you, but if being with me means sacrificing your happiness, I need to know. I would rather let you go than see you hurt." Tears streamed down Taylor's face as she realized how much this was hurting him. She wanted to tell him they could get through it together, but fear held her back. After the game, Taylor found Travis sitting alone in the locker room. She gently placed a hand on his shoulder. "I'm not going anywhere," she whispered. "We'll figure this out together." They held each other tightly, tears of relief mingling with the remnants of fear. The road ahead wouldn't be easy, but they knew they could face it together. In that moment, they both realized that true love wasn't about never having doubts. It was about choosing each other. Even when it was hard backstage after her concert, Taylor felt a sense of impending sorrow. Travis appeared in the doorway with a troubled look. "Can we talk?" he asked, his voice barely above a whisper. "This life we're living, it's tearing us apart. I love you, but I don't know how to make this work anymore." Tears spilled over as Taylor covered her face with her hands, sobbing. Travis moved closer, pulling her into his arms. "I don't want to give up on us," he said, his voice breaking. "But I need to know if you think we can find a way to make this work." Taylor pulled back slightly, looking up at him. "I don't want to lose you either, Travis," she whispered. "But everything feels so impossible right now." As they stood there, something shifted in Taylor's heart. "Maybe we can't fix everything overnight," she said softly. "But I believe in us, and I believe we can find a way." Travis gently brushed away her tears. "I believe in us too," he replied, "and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make this work." In that moment, they made a silent vow to fight for their love, no matter what the future might bring. And for the first time in a long while, Taylor felt a glimmer of hope amidst the sadness.